Hello YouTube, this is Stuart again with SiggyStick.com reviews. Today we're going to be talking about Subtanks versus RDAs. Alright, the main focus on today is to figure out, what's best for you. Because not everyone likes RDAs, not everyone likes Subtanks. Each has their own preference. We're going to go through the pros and cons of each one and kind of give you a demonstration on the difference in cloud strength on each one. So first we'll start with the pros and cons of RDAs. So for the pros, you get better flavor, you get bigger clouds, you can build your own coils, you can change flavors when you want to, and it's got good airflow. Okay? Now with better flavor, that depends on your build. You can't just always get better flavor with an RDA. It depends on your build. So the higher resistance that you build on your RDA, the better flavor you're going to have, and the less airflow you have, the better flavor you're going to have. Now, if you want bigger clouds, then you're going to have less flavor performance, and you're going to need way more airflow. Now, for building your own coils, for me, I build with 20 gauge Kanthal. I do 4 wraps, and that is my build. That's what I do on most of my RDAs, and I get great clouds with them. But it really depends on your preference. Some people use 22 gauge, some use 28, some use 26. It's all dependent on you and what you want your build to be. For changing the flavors when you want to, so with RDA you gotta drip, okay? So, here's this, and you take your liquid and you just drip onto it, like so. And you're gonna do that constantly all throughout your day. Yeah, maybe a downside, but the upside to that is that, okay, so say I do this and I go a couple puffs, then I want to try a different flavor. Well, then I can drip a different flavor and I don't have to be stuck with the same flavor all day long. However, it is a downside because if you don't like dripping every 5 seconds, then you don't want to get an RDA. You're going to want to go with a Subtank. Alright, also it's got good airflow. Like, you've almost always, it's like just breathing air most of the time because the airflow is just that much on an RDA, whereas with a Subtank, it's subpar. So, the cons for RDAs is that you can't fill it up like you can a Subtank. It gets hot really fast, so you can end up burning your lips. And it overflows. Like, mine is, as you can see, it's got this liquid here on the side that's leaking out the bottom because I put too much in there. Now, for the pros for the Subtanks, you can fill it with your favorite liquid and vape it all day if that's your thing. This is all subjective to you and what you like. Some people like just one flavor from this one specific company, and that's what they vape all day long. Okay? And if that's you, then a Subtank is right for you because you can just fill it and vape on it all day, not have to worry about dripping at all. Alright, also, it also blows clouds. So, you got, this is the Morph tank. And it still blows big clouds, but it's not like super crazy like an RDA. Alright, you can also build coils in RBA sections in these. Like this, the Morph tank comes with an RBA section, so you can build your own coil on it and have it at whatever resistance you want and vape that, if that's what you want. Also, it doesn't overflow or leak. So once you fill it up, you're good to go. You don't have to worry about wiping all this excess juice off of the RDA or anything like that. So those are the pros. The cons, there's an airflow restriction. I don't know if you could hear the difference, but the airflow on this is way more than the airflow on this, even though it's completely wide open. You can't change the flavors out. Like I said earlier, you can't change the flavors out on this once you put it in there. You'd have to dump out juice if you wanted to switch out, or you'd have to vape it all before you could put more in there. You also, if you drop it and this glass breaks, you're SOL. You're going to have to either go buy the replacement, or you have to go buy a completely different Subtank. So like I said, it's all on your preference. If you like to fill and go, Subtank's your option. If you like great flavor, go with an RDA. You know, weigh out the pros and cons, figure out what's best for you. For me, I go with an RDA. For my friend Ryan, he goes with his Subtank. That's what he prefers. So it really just depends on your preference. I hope that you found this video educational. Make sure and go to SiggyStig.com for all of these great products. Also, we just started making monkey wire. You can get your monkey wire at SiggyStig.com as well. And don't forget to review and comment below. Thank you for watching, and have a great week.